Welcome to part 2 of the scarf hood inspired by Sophie hood. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, I recommend starting there first. Otherwise, let's pick up where we left off, shape the hood and finish this beautiful knit together. I knitted approximately 23.5 centimeters wide. If you need it for a larger head size, then you can make it up to 25 centimeters. Also, from the last decrease, I knitted one more row, so that was my last decrease plus one row. And now I'll take a stitch marker and take 3 stitches of my iCord on the marker. Make sure that you are in the right side of your knitting where we're placing markers and increases from the right side. And from now on, we start knitting like this, only on this side, on the right side where we have markers. We slip first stitch, and then next one we are following the pattern. So for example, if you see here I'm supposed to make a knit stitch because the previous one was purl stitch, so then I knit it and carry on purl and so on, because in this row we are making our pattern shifts. So basically you knit as before, but now we are not knitting iCord only on this side, so finish this row as you usually would. I start knitting my next row as usually. I knit first 3 stitches of iCord, and then in the wrong side I'm following the pattern, and I knit like this until I have 1 stitch left on the needle. I have 1 stitch, and this stitch from now on I'll be always knitting as a purl stitch. Start again with slip stitch. So we knit like this until our knitting measures at least 15 centimeters, 15 to 18, depends on the size you chose. If you're knitting the biggest size, 18 can be best for you. I knitted 15 centimeters, and if you knitted a larger size, it could be 18. I'm in the right side, you see by the markers and this newly created edge. What we're doing next is still first stitch with slip, and in the wrong side we'll purl it in the end. So always first stitch slip for this edge. Then we have these 2 stitches. We need to turn them around, so we're doing slip slip, and then we placing them back on the needle. But the way that the second stitch is now laying, first this purl stitch, and then we knit them together. The next stitch is purl, and so on as established. Row 2 of decreases, we are knitting iCord stitches and repeating everything we see as usually. I see purl stitch and I purl, knit stitch and knit, and we knit like this to the end of the row. And here is in the end there is a purl stitch we formed and another purl of the edge stitch, so we purl these 2. Row 3 of decreases, we are placing the marker so we remember where the first decrease were, and leave this marker so it would be easier afterwards to measure, because we need to do exactly the same symmetrical increases as well after we finish decreases. So now we carry on knitting as established with this decreases. First stitch slip, then I do slip slip knit, then purl stitch, and so on. All the decreases would be exactly the same because of the nature of our pattern, and you know how to knit the next row as well. Now we are doing this decreases until our work measures 19 centimeters for the smaller size and 20 centimeters for the largest. I decrease that until I have 18 centimeters width, and now it's time to do exactly the same symmetrical increases. So we're starting in the right side where we did our decreases. If you haven't been fixing the rows you knitted or amount the decreases, you can quickly calculate it now from the first one. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 I have. Now it's time to do increases. Again, first stitch with slip, and then here, as we did before, we are forming increases. You already know how to do it. Just make one stitch. So this is a knit stitch, this one is purl, and so on. You know how to work these increases. We already did exactly the same one along the way. The only difference here that we doing increases in every second row. So this row in the right side, yeah, you see by markers that's the right side. Now the next row, second row of middle increases, we knit everything the way it is, as we normally do with our, as we did here with our regular increases. And then the third row we're doing second increase, and so on. Just do exactly the same amount of decreases you did here. Return to the width you started here. So for me it was 24 centimeters if I'm not mistaken. I did symmetrical increases, and now I have exactly the same amount of stitches as I had here in the beginning before we start doing decreases. And I know that I did 7 decreases and also 7 increases. You can check yourself this way. It's very important that these pieces are identical, as you see in the right side. And I'm just started knitting as we did with this piece, just knitting straight for the same amount of length. If you had 15 centimeters, you need 15. If you had 18, you need 18. And basically measure to this increase we had right after placing our iCord on the hold. We did the increase, so measure from here to this first decrease. We need to have exactly the same length, and afterwards, when you need the same length, we will do the decrease on this side as we did increase, so everything should be exactly symmetrical. Just carry on knitting, slip in the first stitch and pull it in the end. And here on this side we're still forming iCord, and I'll see you guys when we reach this distance. I needed almost the length required, but remember we did one increase after placing our stitches of iCord on hold, so we will need to do exactly the same decrease as we did with increase. And for that, slip the first stitch, and then this two I will slip, but not knit but purl, because we need the next one, so this one is supposed to be a purl stitch. And after you purl this stitch, just carry on knitting as we normally do, and the next row knit as we previously did, without any decreases and with iCord in the beginning. It's ready, and I have my lengths exactly matching this point where we took iCord from the needles on the hold. Now I'll take this iCord stitches from the hold, that's how it looks now, and I start knitting iCord stitches with this thread as we would normally do with iCord stitches. And here I'll just do slip, knit. So I have my needle in 2 stitches, and I'm grabbing the yarn through it. 1. So now we're knitting as we did before, like this part, and we will finish this row, and then from here we start to do our decreases exactly in the same way as we did increases before. Now it's time to do the first decrease, and as we did with increases, we will do them symmetrically after 8 rows, or exactly as many as you did for increases if you did it differently. And to do that, I'll use a slip knit technique. So I take my first stitch on the needle, and here is a knit stitch, so I'll knit this one and I slip this stitch through, and now here it would be knit and pull and so on, and we are knitting as we normally did with increases, but now we will just do our decreases instead of increases in every 8th row. Almost done with my decreases. It's time to do decrease to 1 main stitch in the middle. So we're knitting as established iCord, and yes, I'm in the right side of my knitting based on the markers indicating decrease. So now I'm just making sure that all my stitches face in the same direction. Yeah, and I will increase it, so here I'll just have a knit stitch, so I knit 2 together. Great. And I'm following now a pattern again, so if as in the previous rounds, now in the wrong side we knit what we see. If we made a knit, then it's a purl stitch we have on the back side. iCord. Yeah, I will be doing a variety again, So if we had 2 knit stitches, then the next one is purl in the middle, right? So now we need to make purl stitch, and then it means that on the wrong side it would be knit stitch. Here we have a knit stitch. Remember to place a marker for our decreases, so we will be easily finding the place. Okay, so repeat like this. Now next would be knit and on the right. Repeat like as established. For, well, we already knitted 4 rows with you, so for 6 more rows, and then we will do the last decrease together. Here I knitted 10 rows in total, and it's time to do the last decrease for binding off. iCord stitches. Then I will knit these 2 together, and make these 2 stitches iCord. Then next 2 stitches I pull together, and slip through the first one, and the last 2 stitches I knit together as well. I pull together as well and slip through the first stitch. Cut the thread, leave not very long tail, something like this. Remove markers and hide the tail inside. I have a video tutorial how to best tackle in the tails in iCord, so I'll link it down below. Now you need to wash and flat dry your hood before we can start seaming it together in the next video.